Hey everybody, welcome into Northern Life here with Briggs and Hunter. I am Ryan. Thank you for ending out your week here with us on this Friday. It's been a fantastic week. We've had some fantastic weather to take advantage of too. Love to see it.
Even more nice weather this weekend, is that right? At least Sunday.
For the most part, Sunday's going to be like 50s and 60s. We're going to see some sunshine, maybe a little rain on Saturday, but it's a beautiful weekend again. So get on out and enjoy it at some point.
One thing I love about living in the Northland is you can always talk about the weather with folks.
Yes.
That's how we connect. That's how we bond. We talk about the weather.
It's got everything, a little bit of something for everybody. You got the snow, you got the cold, you got the warm, you got the sun. It's a good place to live, you know?
It absolutely is.
A little bit of everything.
A little bit of everything.
Whole lot of joy. Well, coming up today, we have our Top 5 Friday list. Today, we're sharing the goals we have set for ourselves and that we're asking each other to help hold us accountable in accomplishing those things. So, should be some interesting lists.
Yeah, we're going to have to do like a month's update later on down the road, too. We'll wait and see about that, though. And after that, I'll be sharing my experience from the Breaking Benjamin Daughtry concert over at the Deck from a few days ago. Plus, a very kind viewer dropped off a gift for me recently, and I'm looking forward to showing you all what's inside. But first, I think I've said this before, but I learned a lot about Hunter McCullough through Facebook.
Yes.
I learned a lot about his life. And just the other day, on the McCullough Brothers Facebook page, I believe, this video of a young Hunter was posted online. And just when you thought you couldn't love the young man from Two Harbors enough, you take a look at that kid second from the right. Just a beautiful look with the Barbershop Quartet. And we're going to play you a little bit here.
So long forever. Boom, boom. Goodbye, my Coney Island. Goodbye, my Coney Island. Goodbye, my Coney Island
That is the cutest thing I've ever seen.
Takes a big breath after completing. He's like, oh, thank goodness it all worked out.
He even did the little wave that you sometimes do.
Hey, how you doing?
Took the hat off.
I was a little nervous back then. That was 8th grade Hunter right
That was
there.
8th grade?
Isn't that crazy?
Wow.
8th grade Hunter. I loved singing in the Barbershop Quartet. That was like only a couple of years that happened, but that was some of my favorite singing that I've ever done. I loved that Barbershop Quartet.
Was it
a blast.
through your high school?
Through high school. Yep.
Oh, cool.
It was just a little group of us dudes, us fellas that all liked each other and liked singing, so we all started singing together.
You all sounded great.
Thank you.
You sounded fantastic.
Thank you. For 8th grade, that's not too shabby.
No, that's
pretty good.
I thought it was at least like first year college, and I thought that was like St. Cloud State.
No. I still look very young, but
Okay.
not quite that young. But yeah, no, that was a good old time right there. The two ones on the far left, they were seniors that year.
Wow.
And then the other two, me and the other guy, were in the same grade, 8th grade. So,
Holy cow.
yeah,
You guys should
super
revive the quartet a bit, maybe bring the band back together.
fun. I would love to. I think that'd be a fantastic. Or we could start a little trio right here. See?
How about a duo?
Briggs is a good singer.
Well, we got Seth too. We can make a quartet.
That's true. We got a quartet.
That could be interesting. Well, maybe I have to give it a try.
I like that. I'll get the uniforms for it.
Perfect. Well, from the Two Harbors stage to the big screen, the producer and star of Barbie is turning from dolls to board games. Margot Robbie has her eye on Boardwalk and Park Place. That's because her production company and Lionsgate are working on a Monopoly movie. That's cool. Robbie and her production partners at Lucky Chap have been busy since Barbie was last year's biggest movie, grossing nearly $1.5 billion worldwide. It kind of seems like, whatever she touches turns out to be a pretty big success.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
I loved Barbie. I thought the Barbie movie was so good, so well
was.
done, so funny.
Have they made a movie? Sorry.
You look confused.
Have they made a movie before about a board game? Is this like the first board game movie?
I can't think of any.
I don't think so.
A Candyland movie could be cool too.
That'd be awesome. It'd be very
but-
boring, but
Monopoly would be fun. There's a whole lot of storylines that I'm sure they could dream up with that. So it should
Seriously.
be fun to see.
I am also not a fan of Monopoly. I can't play the board game Monopoly. I play the card game Monopoly, like Monopoly Deal, where it's just cards instead of doing the whole board. But it's just something about like the bank and your mortgage and you owe people money.
A little too real.
It might be a little too real,
Yeah.
but I think maybe if someone taught me how to better understand it, I think I'd have a more enjoyable time
Sure.
playing it.
There's
also-
a lot to keep track of.
yeah, it doesn't matter who you're playing with. You hate everybody at the end of the game. It's one
Right.
of those games where you just start hating each other. It sucks, but it's
Yeah.
a fun game. It is a fun game. I like
Yeah,
playing it.
that and Catan sometimes.
there we go.
That's my favorite game.
I can't get into Catan.
That could be a good movie. Trading sheep and all your
Ooh,
resources.
yeah.
Yeah, maybe we can write that
That'd be
one.
some great cinematography. photography,
It could be.
rolling hills and deserts and
Briggs is a
whatnot.
nerd.
I sure am.
Switching topics here. Apparently, college students are making some big promises on campus. An annual matching ritual called the Marriage Pact has become popular on nearly 90 college campuses across the U.S. So essentially, two friends vow to marry each other if they're not hitched by a specified future date or age. And nearly 500,000 students have participated in that compatibility test since the pact first rolled out at Stanford University back in 2017.
Wouldn't you feel kind of bad if someone was like, well, hey, if we're both still alone, I guess I'll settle for you. Like 20 years down the road, I'd be like, well, why not now? What about me now?
Exactly.
Because they take that compatibility test, and if you're up there in the percentages, it's like, yeah, why not now? Why not try to make this work?
Exactly.
That's a little sad.
That's
It is
very
kind of sad. I've not really heard of people doing that,
No.
but an interesting take on finding someone. I guess they want to spend some years looking around, keeping their options open, but I think that's kind of what's wrong with the world.
or
Yeah, backup plan.
If you make the pact and that person finds somebody else,
True.
also be sad.
That would be
Yeah,
very
only
sad.
one half of the party is happy at the end of the deal. Or,
That'd be tough.
Maybe you can all get married.
Well, I don't know about the legality of that, but we'll check in with our legal experts.
Yeah. Moving on, with spring in full swing, it sounds like it's time for you to clear out your clutter in your home. A new survey of 2,000 Americans by the Container Store found that nearly half said that the organization of their home has an impact on their mental health. I definitely fit in that category. And 80% feel more motivated when their home isn't cluttered. Likewise, 73% said they feel overwhelmed when their home is untidy.
That's so true.
Yeah, I'm in that ballpark. Yeah, I feel that.
A clean home is a happy home.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, cleaning your home is like the best mental thing for me.
Yeah.
I love cleaning, the action of cleaning the home. I hate, like thinking about doing it, but once I actually start doing it,
Yeah.
it feels good on the brain.
Yeah, it's just so much anxiety when you're sitting there like looking at all these projects to carry out and you're like, where do I even start?
Yep.
Sheesh.
It's tough.
Coming up, we're setting some lofty goals for ourselves.
Welcome back, everybody, on this Friday. So for today's top 5, I've been thinking a lot about goals lately. And while it's important to achieve those things by yourself and to be self-motivated to do those, I think it's also important to have some friends to hold you accountable if you're
Yeah.
making some lofty goals. So today we're describing our top 5 short-term, long-term goals with the notion that we're going to support and push each other to achieve those things here on
like
Northern
that.
Lights. Yeah, a little support from the old co-host. So Briggs, let's start with your top
Nice,
5.
I've got a
please.
nice lofty one to start off with, so
Whoa.
hopefully you guys can physically help me with this. Paint my house.
Whoa! What?
But I forgot that part of this list was that you guys are supposed to help me achieve these things when I made the list. And so I was like, oh, that is ambitious. But I at least need someone this summer to paint my house. I
Sure.
need to hire someone. So you guys should keep asking me,
What
please.
color are you looking at?
Just the same color.
What is it?
Same
Blue?
color.
Pink?
No, it's like tan.
Tan?
It's a tan color.
We can do that. Why
Is it-
can't we do
Is
that?
it chipping or something?
It's chipping.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
it's
okay.
chipping. It might even just need new siding, to be honest with you. I don't really know these things. So I just need like an expert to come look at it. So
Sure.
keep asking me if I've gotten my expert or painting crew to come by yet.
Every couple months we'll ask.
We'll
Thank
ask every
you.
day. You made the call yet?
Then I'll be very stressed. Number 2, play more tennis.
Ooh.
Yeah, I played tennis a whole lot when I was younger. Just haven't been doing it so much lately, so got to get back out there. So maybe if you guys want to play a little tennis,
Yeah.
love to.
yeah,
I'd be down.
We'll
I'd
get
be
set
down.
then, and we can do some doubles.
Little doubles
A
action.
lot more fun than
Yeah, I
painting
called.
a house.
I called being on Briggs' team for that.
Yeah, right.
For that event.
Me and
Yeah.
Seth, that's not going to go well.
Might need a few weeks of warm-ups first. Number 3, go on more weekend Northland adventures. Sometimes I just stick around town on the summer weekends, and there's a whole lot more to explore out there. So get out and see some other places that maybe I've not been. So I want to do that. More lunchtime walks. Ryan, you inspired me with this yesterday. You went and walked around at
Yeah.
lunch when it was, or the other day when it was so nice.
The other thing too is that our place is so close to the water, and you just keep forgetting.
Yeah.
It's like you drive to work, you drive home, and then the lake is right there, just waiting for you to visit it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Just drawing you right in. So I want to get out and do more of that. We
Nice.
could all go on a little lunchtime walk
Oh.
together. Could be fun.
Sounds great.
And then talk to more strangers too. I don't know how you guys are gonna help me do that. I know it sounds weird,
Should we
but
stand behind you like at the store and be like, Briggs,
Push
talk
her-
to that
yeah,
That one.
stranger.
Talk to that one over
push
there.
me for it. No, but
Ask how their day is.
yeah, you meet nice people, and it's always like gives you a good feeling when somebody
Yeah.
like says something to you. If you're like in a store and they're like, I tried that product once, and
Whoa.
yeah. So like getting out of my shell a little
Yeah.
bit.
There
you
out in
go.
Public, yeah. So just talking to other people. I don't know how you guys are going to help me with that one. But
we'll be there.
we'll find a way.
We'll be there to support you.
We'll find a way.
Yeah, we'll stand behind you like bodyguards and be like, all right, Briggs, let it fly. Talk to that person.
Yep.
Oh, what you got?
I think my list is next. We got. I'm going to try to read at least 5 books this year.
Whoa.
I am
lofty,
almost. Yeah,
five.
that is lofty. I do not do a lot of reading at home, but I have started pretty recently reading one book talking about creating your own luck as a person and why lucky people stay lucky. It's been really invigorating in a way. So
Cool.
that's going to be one book. So I need to read probably 4 more once I finish that one. Number 2. Play at least 10 different golf courses.
That's also crazy.
I think it'd be fun to do it up here, find 10 around the area that I haven't played yet.
Do you have any that you've set your eyes on so far?
Giants Ridge would be
Ooh,
fun.
yes.
Yeah,
okay.
playing at Giants
You haven't
Ridge.
been there
I
yet?
haven't been there.
Oh, that's
I've
crazy.
golfed a lot at Lutsen. I love the Lutsen course.
Yeah.
But doing courses I haven't played yet to experience the other cities too
Yep.
would be a lot of fun. Number 3, actually respond to emails.
Oh, no.
If there's one thing I can't stand about work, sorry everybody, it's not you, it's not employees, it's not bosses. I just hate emails in general.
Yeah.
I cannot respond to emails. If someone sends me a question on email, it takes me like a day to think about how I'm going to respond. So maybe it's anxiety. I don't know.
It's just email,
Yeah.
not text or anything
Not
like
text,
that?
it's just email. It's like
Weird.
the formality of an email.
Sure.
I don't know.
Okay.
I can't get into it. And then 4, go out on 3 different summer hikes. I know there's a lot of places to visit. I actually would love to do some more hiking, so that should be fun. And then number 5, complete a special report. I know we were talking a little bit about
Yeah.
it with Ben upstairs, doing more things for the news side.
Oh, yeah.
Taking the time to, since I am the 4 p.m. co-anchor as well, doing more stuff on the news side.
Okay,
Should
if
be
you have
fun.
any ideas, send them your way,
Yeah,
probably.
that sounds great. Well, let's finish out with a Hunter's Top 5 here.
Oh, let's take a look here. This one's kind of easy enough. Get outside more. I mean, last summer I was outside quite a bit, but it's so little time you get to be outdoors in the summer. So I need to get outside more when it
A
comes to
lot
the
of your
summer.
gigs are outside
That's
sometimes
true.
too.
That's super nice.
Yeah.
That's always nice. Except when it's like super hot out and I'm just dripping sweat. But it is a lot of fun. I love the outdoor gigs. I do want to join some kind of league. That was such a blast when we did the duck pin bowling. We should do something, or maybe like a cribbage league or something like that. I think that'd be a lot of fun. Write some music. I have not really ever written music except for like commercials and things like that. So I want to write some music of my own. So I think at some point do that maybe this summer or
The Northern
next
Lights
year.
song, finish the Northern Lights song.
Exactly. Another couple verses for that and put that bad boy out there. We'll see what happens. But I don't know. And then number 4, try something out of the ordinary, something that shakes up my life a little bit. Maybe a little bit bigger than just some little thing, like a bigger thing that kind of changes.
This is so bad.
It is. I don't even know what it could be. I don't know what it could be. That's the thing, is I don't know what it is yet. So I got to figure
Is there
out what
anything
that is.
immediately that like comes to mind?
Not-
Skydiving?
Honestly, no, nothing like that. Like something like life changing, like maybe buy a house or something like that.
How are we
where you-
supposed to help you with that? I'm just kidding.
thought you
Donations, if you guys
Donations.
I could take some donations. But also number 5, see more live music out there. Like Seth's band was awesome to see the last couple weekends, and I just want to get out and enjoy the nightlife more and seeing some live music and just there's a lot of great talent out there, and get out there this summer and check out some live music for sure.
That we can help you with.
Yeah,
there we go.
And then while we're there, we'll help Briggs talk to strangers.
Yeah.
There we go. We can
Approach some random people and they'll be like, get this girl away from me.
What do you think about this
Multitasking.
music? Well, after the break, I'm sharing a very lovely gift I got from a viewer this week. Welcome back, folks. So earlier this week, our director Seth informed me that there was a gift dropped off at the station in this McCafe Keurig box. And I'm actually a huge McDonald's fan.
Yeah.
And so I thought it was McDonald's coffee. But then the note on top said, put in your car, has nothing to do with work. So quite the mysterious package.
It's a little ominous,
And we checked,
yeah.
we checked the security cameras because there wasn't a name put on it. But we did find out that it was a gentleman who dropped it off. And he dropped off, I mean, there have to be more than 30, 40, 50 golf balls here. And he left this wonderful note saying, hey, Ryan, there's 9 Callaway golf balls in the bag of used balls. The rest are new. Use the balls for the driving range. We watch your shows. You're all good, all of you. The balls I can't use anymore. I am 81 now, so hitting them is no more. Have fun. So
What a
big,
kind
an
man.
absolutely wonderful gift. And it just reminded me, too, that, I started playing golf during COVID. And the only reason I kind of started playing was because my grandfather, who has passed, had golf clubs, and so they were in my family's garage, and so I used them to play when I first started, and that's kind of how my love of golf started. So the fact that this kind gentleman stopped by and at the age of 81 gave me all his golf balls, tear up a little bit.
Yeah, pass it on. I love it.
Story. I told that story to some folks in our newsroom after I told them about the suspicious package, and then they were like, "Well, what was in it? What was in it?" And I was like, "Golf balls," and so I told them the rest of the story, and they were like, "Yeah, we're tearing up at that." It's very nice.
So I didn't leave a name, but thank you, sir, for dropping those off, and they'll certainly be used to their fullest. So I'm excited to golf this summer and golf for you.
10 courses.
Yeah.
10 courses
10
this
courses.
summer. Get it done, Ryan.
Let's get after it.
Yep.
So it's been a good week. But also back on Wednesday, our executive producer, Ben, and I went to see Breaking Benjamin and Daughtry over at the Deck here in Duluth. I think it was my first concert in maybe 10 years. I went and saw Chris Young back at AMSOIL way back when. Sadly, I love Daughtry. He was on American Idol, has so many good songs, but in the end, he only sang one of his well-known songs.
Which one?
He sang It's Not Over, which is a
Great
fantastic song. We were headbanging the entire time. It was like hardcore rock music. Certainly a lovely evening, but I can understand why he only played one of his well-known songs, because Breaking Benjamin is more of like a hardcore, almost not metal, but pretty hardcore rock. And so he's trying to fit the vein, I think, of that music. And so he's doing more new stuff, and his more new stuff is hardcore. It's
heavier.
Yeah. And he said, let's throw it back to 2006 when he played It's Not Over. I was like, it can't be 2006.
Shot counter, please. Not 2006.
It's 20 years old.
But then he brings this kid on stage and he goes, yeah, this is my son. And his son's like 13. I was like, where did the time go? Like, I remember listening to Chris Daughtry growing up, and now he's got a 13-year-old kid or so playing piano in his band.
Cool. That's really cool.
So it was really fun. And Breaking Benjamin was fantastic. So if you get a chance to see them, if you're a rock fan, it was good stuff.
Benjamin.
Wow. Well, did you get any snacks at the concert?
No snacks, but maybe some adult snacks.
Oh,
there we go.
Yeah.
So
Makes sense.
we had fun.
The seats were really good.
They're
too.
good
You're
seats.
pretty close.
They're good seats. Ben picked the right ones.
There we go.
But before we head into the weekend here, too, you guys got any plans?
You have big plans, don't you?
I do. I'm going to be opening for Hairball coming up here on this Saturday.
forgot about
up
that.
in Virginia. So it's
Wow.
going to be a blast. We've done it one other time last year, and it was just a blast. So we're really excited for this
my
weekend.
gosh.
But what about you two?
I might go down to the cities, I think. I've not been down there in months. Yeah. So I might
be
go see my
beautiful.
sister.
yeah, there we go.
Could be good.
Little niece Bridget's getting baptized this weekend, so that'll be the big Sunday thing. I'm also trying to play some golf on Saturday.
There we go.
So I think the weather's gonna be pretty nice. So we're hopefully get some friends together to do that. But it sounds like an absolutely wonderful weekend. And our director Seth and his band is gonna be at Black Bear at the Cobalt Lounge.
Ooh, go
Yep.
check them out. But when we come back, we'll share what stories you can expect to see next week.
Coming up Monday here on Northern Life, we invited the owner behind Duluth's Snazzy Cakes to stop by our studio. We all got the chance to try making our own watermelon-themed cake, and it got a little messy, I'll be honest with you. There was definitely some frosting all over this desk right here, and you'll have to wait and see how our creations compared with professionals. And I'll tell you what, they all tasted great. We got a lot of
Yeah.
cake.
Yeah.
That was really, really good. So I'm excited for you folks to see that at home for sure.
Yeah, I was actually proud of ourselves. We did pretty good.
What's
really
even more
didn't do that bad.
impressive, Briggs, is you wore that bright white sweater and didn't get anything on you.
Massive mistake. Yeah, a big risk, but rewarded. No cake frosting on my sweater, so that was
Good
perfect.
deal.
Yep.
Yeah, it was super fun. Then coming up on Tuesday, Hunter blindfolded me and Ryan, providing us the chance to play with a few Division II college athletes. A little intimidating, if I do say, but a whole lot of fun.
It's been a minute since played like a competitive sport. I mean, we
Yeah.
played a competitive sport in a way.
Yeah.
But like hitting the actual arena where they play, and that's kind of their job too, besides being students. It was a little intimidating to say the
Yeah.
least.
I'm really excited to see this one. That was a lot of fun doing that blindfold shoot. So.
Hopefully the editing is good and makes me look a little better than I was.
Yeah. pump our tires a little
Yep.
bit. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you back here Monday. Have a great weekend.
Find some time to throw a line or just head outside to unwind. That's the life in the great North Woods. Hike or bike, whatever you like. Get out in the day, enjoy the night. Yeah, we got the life in the great North Woods. Yeah, this is Northern Light.